Alright, y'all, look. So I guess this message is gonna go to divine union. Y'all know how much kickstart it all, or I'm just gonna speak from the heart, speak from my heart, and speak from my personal experience, right? There's a reason why these divine unions are so important and play a huge factor towards us shifting on atomic and on the quantum and atomic level, right? I'm giving y'all my reflection on my experience of me going through this experience, because all the experience, because we on a soul level of divine union, y'all remember each other's soul, but it's like y'all being here now and being operating like going through different traumas and different, like the separation, like we go through, we absorb this energy of having to battle through, you know, finding ourselves, and then it's like returning back to ourselves and nurturing that part of ourselves. So like with the divine union, and even with myself, I got spirit share telling me to speak from the heart, right? It's so uncomfortable, mind you. I'm okay with being in the uncomfortability, and it's like I started experiment myself. I'm like, spirit, what my next challenge at? Before I went through that breakthrough, like I knew a breakthrough was coming. I felt, I just couldn't able to explain what, but I just felt it in my heart. I was like, spirit, show me my next opponent. And I'm thinking my next opponent is going to like be another person who's trying to copy me, you know, trying to destiny swap me and everything. So I'm prepared for the battle. I'm ready to fight. You hear me? I'm ready to uppercut. I'm ready to fight. You hear me? I'm ready to fight. I'm going in there with chaos in my mind already. But spirit slicked me with an uppercut. I'm not gonna lie. Spirit hit me with an uppercut with a divine union, because a divine union forces you to heal, forces you to elevate to a point. It forces you to surrender. And mind you, we've been so on a heavy spiritual attack. Even with us coming down here, returning down here, we've been through so much spiritual attack to a point like all that energy of like in our genetic blueprint, in our soul, in our genetic structure, all that trauma been so programmed within us. So now it's like we learn how to cope through it and know how to get through it, and like understand the divine union. Y'all reflects of each other. We all hold a divine mirror up. So like even with me, I'm a divine masculine, but I'm so intuitive. I had to learn how to be intuitive with my feminine energy, learn how to go into my feminine energy. Whereas a divine union or my divine mirror, she's been there in her masculine energy, but she's been forced to surrender her divine feminine energy. Well, I'm being forced to surrender, being more my masculine energy, actually take more responsibility, more action towards a lot of things that I say. Whereas like I've been mastering my feminine energy. I see I'm more spiritually in tune with my divine partner. She may be more aware of the physical and how to operate in the physical aspect and master that. And it's like y'all come together, y'all surrender. It's like y'all both are leading, y'all teaching and learning from each other. So it shouldn't be no push and pull energy. Mine's going to be like that because y'all trigger each other, y'all force each other to surrender. No, it's just me just getting my personal experience, because like I said, I felt my breakthrough. I was like, spirit, show me my next opponent. Show me my next opponent. And not even say opponent, because I know it all reflects back to me. So me saying that alone, it's like spirit slick hit me with an uppercut, because I'm thinking, you know, I'm ready to go in there rage. I'm ready to go in there slicing heads off. I'm ready to call everybody out on that shit who's trying to destiny swap with me. I'm ready for it, because guess what? That's what I've been through. I've been through so much spiritual attacks to a point like I can see it already. I can see you from a mile away. I know my energy, my presence gonna step in the room, and I know every time before I step in the room, we've been a divine chosen on me, being very intuitive. I'm always gonna have people showing animosity or like hate who I am, but guess what? They got no choice of respecting me, because they know who I am on soul level, and they ancestors know the fuck I am. So y'all wouldn't even dare try me. So like I was asking spirit to show me that I'm ready for my next opponent. I wasn't ready for this. I wasn't ready for this, but that's okay. You being forced to surrender and grow and elevate. It's okay. And I'm getting myself gracious, like it's okay, to a point like I'm always smiling. I'm always happy. But I had to give myself that reality, like sometimes I'm not happy. Sometimes I don't want to smile. That's the reality of it. And it's human emotions. We come down here, master emotions, like I was telling one of my brothers, my tribe. Understand, we are celestial beings. We exist on multiple timelines, different possibilities of existence. So with us feeling these emotions, it's the ground, that's the universe. Us feeling these emotions is showing us shifts that's going on in the universe. So one thing that's just hard for me to always express was anger. I used to ball it up. So when I learned how to express myself, you know, it was kind of like it became easier to express it. But the whole time there was still like that resentment or anger that I was holding down in the pit. You know, I'd be like the belly of the beast. It was still that anger I was holding down in my pit and would always eat me up inside. But mind you, understand, you got to feel these emotions. It's okay for you to feel. It's valid for you to have emotions. You are a human. You are a soul and spirit experiencing a human reality, in a human incarnation. Understand that. So your emotions that you feel are only indications of the shifts that's going on in the universe. But how you put that energy out, how you handle your emotion is going to determine whether you are ready for your breakthrough or are you not. You hear me? So like anger used to be hard for me to express. Am I angry? Am I gonna hurt somebody? Am I gonna kill somebody? Am I gonna inflict that harm onto other people? Or am I gonna process the best way I can by coming out here, ground myself, get into working out, meditating, letting that anger out in a healthy way? Because the universe always paying attention to everything that we're doing, and a divine mirror, a divine union, they mirror back that energy back to you. They mirror back they ain't gonna say flaws, but they mirror back that side of yourself that you may have been avoiding or can't fully see clearly, or no one else around you can't fully reflect that energy. Was like, I can see it. I can see being around my reflections and, having me being in that energy, that fire, was like, I'm naturally already tapped into my spiritual aspect of who I am. So I can see that fire right there, me doing it. But that divine union, my divine flexion, she reflected that part of me, was like, okay, be more grounded with what it is that you're doing. Like, what are you building? It pushed me, my masculine energy was like, I want to build a legacy. I could naturally do things I love to do, but it's teaching me, because I always want to, I'm a teacher. I'm a teacher. I'm a leader. You hear me? I really be doing this shit. So now it's like, put it all into reality. I feel like that divine union is teaching me how to put these things into reality and take action on it, while I'm being forced to step on my divine masculine energy, which is no problem. It's uncomfortable because I'm so used to operating my feminine energy, but now it's like this is spirit showing me to walk the path of that divine masculine energy. And the same for the divine reflection. They teaching them how to walk that path of being more in that divine feminine energy instead of operating that masculine energy. I feel as though you got to carry everything. And I just want to say that because it was on my soul and in my spirit. I feel as though it didn't come out the way I wanted to come out, because I feel like I want to put some more emphasis on that motherfucker. But spirit's like, it came out the way it came out for those who need to receive it. I say, peace to the gods, love.